So I have been playing the new Skate for a couple days now, and I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know my first impressions. So let's get into it. First off, I'm going to be touching on the gameplay, which is most important. And right off the bat, I just wanted to say the gameplay feels really similar to Skate 3, and it felt pretty good, to be honest. I'd say it feels a bit more arcadey than Skate 3, but not by much. It was still really similar and a really familiar feel to the gameplay. The way you perform tricks, the way you get around on your board, skating, running and jumping, it felt really similar to Skate 3. Now, it didn't feel identical, obviously, but I'd say if you're familiar with Skate 3 and even Skate 2, this game will not be hard for you to pick up and understand. It's pretty much the same controls, and it feels nice. I'll leave it at that. It's still early, so things can change before the full game is released. But as of now, for the early playtest, I'd say out of 10, I'd give it about a 7 for the way the gameplay actually feels. The movement on without the board can be a bit awkward. I'd say running around and jumping and climbing especially. There are some like little glitches you'll see here and there, or just awkward things may happen where your player may contort their body in a weird way and little things like that. Again, it's still the playtest, it's still early, but with the new features of being able to do parkour and run around and be able to use your player's body in a lot more ways, I guess that just adds more room for error for things like glitches and stuff like that to happen, compared to Skate 3, where it was really limited what you could do off of your board. You could really pretty much in Skate 3 just run around and jump. Now you're climbing things, you can roll on the floor and fly and do gestures and things, so it's a lot more intuitive. There's a lot more going on. So I did notice there were some awkward moments where it just didn't look proper and things would glitch out a bit. Nothing too crazy, but just a small thing that I noticed. But the last thing I wanted to touch on when it comes to gameplay was climbing and like the parkour side of things. When you're moving around without the board, like I said, it is kind of awkward sometimes, and I guess it's gonna take some getting used to. But the climbing the buildings part it's dope. It adds a new element to the game for people who aren't fully into skateboarding, or it's a new thing to them. It will be really fun for them to learn how to skate around, but it'll also be fun to just climb up a building and fly off of it. Like, it's pretty dope. Even for skate fans, for myself, I've been a skate fan for years, and I found it really fun to just climb things and like get to high spots on buildings and do tricks off of it, or fly off of it and glide through the air. It just adds another element to the game and adds to the quality of life for the game, and I feel like it's something that'll make it more playable as time goes on. Especially as more of the community gets involved and gets their hands on it, people are going to be coming up with all sorts of crazy ideas and things like that, and those are the things that really makes the game grow. Like, they give us the basis of the game, and then it's up to us as the fans to really make the game what it is. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I think that the climbing was pretty cool. I don't know if everybody is a fan of it, but I'm definitely a fan of that part of the game, and I'm really happy that they added that. Now let's move on to the graphics. I'm gonna just say this right away. I have to get used to the cartoonish looking players. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but I'm not gonna bash it either, because a video game is a video game. I still find Fortnite to be fun, and games like Mario Kart and Zelda and things like that. Not every game has to have hyper realistic looking graphics and look one-to-one like a real life person, but it does kind of suck because we've gotten used to the previous skates being more realistic. I wouldn't say they had the best graphics, but the player models and the way the characters they looked more like normal humans rather than cartoon characters with like the big eyes and smooth faces, and just the way the characters look. Now, it does add more flexibility to the game, and it is kind of goofy, but you can have more fun with it based on the character models. And again, like I keep reiterating this, it's still early. There's still more time for the actual game to come out and things to evolve over time, but that's not like a make or break thing for me. I know a lot of people are upset with how the players look and stuff, and they're saying they don't want to play the game for that reason. For me, I don't really mind. To me, the gameplay is what matters, and not really how the players look themselves. The clothing and everything looks really nice, and the city looks really nice as well. Some parts look really beautiful, and you can tell they took their time on it, and they tried to think outside of the box. They kept some things similar to the city in Skate 3, but certain other areas on the map are kind of bland, or just they kind of lack some soul, and they almost seem unfinished. Now that's something that can change in the next coming months, and we know the map will be evolving over time, and things will be added and removed and whatnot. So I'm not gonna hold them to that, but I would say when it comes to the graphics, again, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. It does need some work and some refining, but I feel like they're going in the right direction. I'm going to be continuing to play Skate, and I'm looking forward to the full release and for more people to get their hands on it and join the community. It's been really dope to be skating around and just see the map populated with so many other skaters, just cruising around doing tricks and things like that and climbing things. It's been really dope. It's been really fun. So let me know what you guys think. If you've played it, what are the things that you like about it? And if you haven't played it, let me know what you're looking forward to once you get the chance to play it. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching this one. Please subscribe and like, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.